Well, not a whole lot happening for us weather-wise out there over the next couple of days. We've had a fair share of clouds around and some cool temperatures really over the past 24 hours, and that'll continue. A cool night tonight with partly cloudy skies, 30s and 40s out there for the most part. And then tomorrow, we don't get all that warm once again, 60s and 70s for us across southeastern New Mexico, but it's not going to be a real warm-up for us in any sort of significant way. 41, partly cloudy and cool across the Roswell area for tonight, and then tomorrow's highs in the low 70s for the most part, maybe some high 60s, just depends on where you are, but we will have sort of a sun and cloud mix out there. As far as temperatures go right now, still cool, 59 in Roswell, 62 in Carlsbad, 59 Hobbs, 54 in Clovis, just 47 out in Las Vegas. Here is a look at what's going on. You can see those clouds sort of hanging on across eastern sections of the state here. Another little weather disturbance hanging out over Arizona too. So occasional cloud cover will definitely be a possibility for us throughout tonight and throughout the next couple of days, really. And what we're going to see here is that storm, of course, that gave us all that rain here in the Roswell area and down into Carlsbad over the past 24 to 48 hours. That was a big-time low-pressure system, but just to show that all lows are not exactly created equally, we have another couple coming in here that are not going to be a big deal. They're going to go and be sort of puny little guys across the north. So we are going to see the possibility of a little bit of cloud cover and maybe a brief snow shower across the northern mountains through the weekend. But as you can see, these stay too far to our north to do much for us. So we're going to end up with a situation where it could be occasionally breezy out here. But for the most part, we are going to stay dry with those dry times ahead and that cool airflow in place as well. So what are you going to look for here over the next few days? Well, I would just say partly sunny skies at times, and thanks to a few of these disturbances, you will see at least that chance of a little more cloud cover than you would normally expect. Now, the system that we're going to see over the weekend will drag a cold front in here, so that's going to help to dip temperatures a little bit more even here in the Roswell area. So we are going to have to contend with that, and then the possibility of a much stronger storm comes out in the long-range forecast here. Check this out, and this storm actually looks very significant at this point. Now, that doesn't mean that it'll stay that way. A lot could change between now and then. But as this thing comes down Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, it could do a very good job of maintaining its strength. It will be quite wet, and the possibility is that it will be quite cold, and at least some models showing it tipping way down in our area, so we could do very well out of this storm. So we'll see what ends up happening with this, but just realize around the middle of next week we're going to be watching for something. We'll see if it stays on the models here. Not all of them say this is going to be a big deal. Some say it's not going to happen at all, but the ones we really like and trust say we could have our hands full with this thing. Across the west coast, we are seeing some clouds in throughout the Pacific Northwest, 54 Seattle, 60 in Boise, 68 in San Francisco. Across the southern tier of the nation, 70s and 80s, and up into New York City right now, 69 degrees, Chicago at 48. Across the southeast for the next 24 hours, 40s for our overnight lows, although a little cooler in places like Portales and Clovis, and downright cold in Cloudcroft, Ruidoso, going to be in the mid-30s for tomorrow. Highs in the high 60s by tomorrow afternoon, and maybe some low 70s. Meanwhile, as we head through the next few days, well, we warm up for Saturday, but it's a fairly brief warm-up. We talked about that cold front being dragged in here. That is going to knock temperatures down on Sunday to 71, and then we watch for that storm coming in Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.